Apfel Doctor Germany, my name is Ben. Good morning and welcome to the Boom Back to Life Again show. Yeah, at the moment some people already got these shirts. Many people in the world will get them within the next week, so perhaps we see some videos on Instagram, YouTube and things like that. I'm really happy for that and I appreciate that. So thank you. What do we have today in the morning? Is a board mailed in by a customer, by a German customer from New Zealand. It was a long way to here and I got only the board, and the board was at several places in whole New Zealand, and they couldn't fix it because it just stuck at about 30 milliamps and doesn't do anything. Okay, so they told our customer it's unrepairable, it's unfixable, and he can't get the data out of this. So he wants the data because there are important data on the phone, and he mailed it to us because he found us on YouTube. And now I already had a look for the board, and what I saw is that we are really stucking at about 30 milliamps and that the baseband CPU has a little crack. So for me, because the board is bent like you see, and I don't know what people done before on this board, I just want to swap the board because it's the fastest way for me. I don't want to take off the CPU now to reball it, put it back to that board, and at the end we got a trace damage at this board. So it's not my way always to swap, but in this case it's better for me to just swap the board and only swap the NAND, the CPU and the logic ROM data, because I don't need baseband at all, I just need data. Baseband is cracked, I showed to you under the microscope, so we won't get any full function because the baseband CPU is cracked. Otherwise I had said okay, we can swap the complete board and we have a full function after that, but in this case it just doesn't make any sense because like you see here we got a crack at the baseband CPU and that doesn't make any sense to swap for full function. Okay, so I would say we just start by cleaning the underfill at CPU, and then we just take out the CPU and the NAND and get it to a new board. Swap board I already have here, and I just want to get out the important data for the customer. And I hope you will like the video. I told you yesterday that today I will give you something special. I already showed you iPhone 7 board swap A10, I think. But I hope you like it anyway. I think perhaps when I can do it. Actually, I don't have any questions for iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus RAM problems. I didn't have any phone in here with the A11 RAM problem. But I thought I could take an iCloud board and just show you how to do RAM on A11. I did it always one time before on an iCloud board just for practice. So everything I do here is just train the hands, working on the hand skill, and just learn more and more every day. Okay, so I only have done A11 RAM one time before. It was successful. The takeout was successful because I had no new RAM. But taking out was successful. We had no short after that. All was good. So perhaps we can get an A11 RAM within next week. But I have to order some new A11 RAMs, or I take an old CPU and just scratch the CPU from the backside to get a working RAM. That's the other option. I will have a look how I can get it these days, because we have really much work, and you can trust me or not, I only came in today in the morning earlier to give you a nice video. That's the only thing why I got up earlier, and after walking with the dogs directly gone to the company. Didn't take a meal with my little son, because I said sorry, but daddy has to work today. We see us today later after the work, and it was okay for him, but I really like my job and I really love my kids. So when I'm finished here with work, it's kids time. But today I really get up earlier just to give you a nice video, because at Thursday we had holiday here in Germany, and yesterday it was a really small video because we just had too much work. Today it's the same, but I thought, okay, come a little bit earlier and give the followers a nice video. And because I saw that phone laying down in the queue yesterday evening, I thought, yeah, that could be really a nice thing to show people how to solve that. Okay, so now we just take out the CPU and the NAND, and then we try to get the logic ROM data and swap the board without baseband, because baseband CPU is cracked, as I showed already to you. Here you can see it again. Okay, we got a cracked baseband. Okay, so now we just get out CPU. Okay, we got it. Baby, that's nice. Okay, just want to take a photo of that. Great. I put it to the side, and then we just take out the NAND. Okay, we got it out. Now, I put the board to the side. We just clean the CPU. You see that beautiful A10? I really like it. Just want to take a photo of that. Okay. Now we just take some flux and some paste. And then let's just clean the CPU. Turn. And one time a little bit of flux. Slightly clean, gently clean the whole CPU for the glue. So as you see, we only have a little bit of glue here. Here, here, and here, and one point here. Okay, and now we use our magic brush and what we see here I never saw before on anybody who cleaned CPUs. Do you see that? We got an A11 CPU cleaned completely without using the wick, and we got the windows on it. Okay? We didn't take away our windows. And now we can do it more clean if we want, just by using a little bit of solar paste. And that's my magic here. That's my own magic. So, did you ever seen that before? I'm sure not. Okay, that's just great. Now we can reball the CPU. And trust me, today in the morning I don't work fast. I really work slow, just to show you everything in a slow way. Let's see if the stencil is clean. I hope. Cleaning the stencil, cleaning the CPU one time again. Put it down here. Okay, we need to clean the stencil. Get it cleaned by hot air. By hot air, by pressured air. And you see, we got the windows, and I think that's really great because I didn't saw it any time before that somebody cleaned the CPU like that. and he had all the windows, the ground windows, on the CPU without losing them. And I got all the pads on the CPU. It's just looking good, I think. Now I just need to take my hot air for the right setup for REBALL. Put the paste stencil. If you want to learn these techniques, just come to the Board Level Repair School Germany. We got CPU courses starting by January 2020. More on Facebook and Instagram. Come on down if you see some points which don't want to stuck, just give a little bit of flux to these areas. There was a little bit of dirt at one point, but no problem. So what we can do now, here I just kick the point out with my, but that's not a problem, on using the wipe. Just a little bit of flux down to the CPU. And one more time. That is what I do always. Just one more time plast before I lift up the stencil. I could lift it before, but that's just my way to do that. So I'm sure that all the points stick to the bottom. Okay, perfect. I think that looks good. And you see that? I think it looks amazing. That's really nice. We can lift it here and here. We got some solder sticking here and some solder sticking here, but not a problem at all. And all the pads are there. Have a look how clean this is. fucking amazing or not? These are two ground points at the side, sticking at the stencil, I think. They aren't, but things like that are not a problem at all. You don't need them ground points at the side, but if you want to have them, just use your head, think about how you can do. Just get one there. One. I get a second one. And it wouldn't be necessary to do that. I just do it for the optic. Okay. Go to one. Yes, nice. And this is perfect size. So you can prevent things like that if you use a little bit more flux. But for me, it's okay when I sometimes have to do things like that because I just love it. You see, we are perfect. Okay, 22 minutes, bad time I think, but we are almost done. Like I told you, this video is not for speed. I want to see somebody who does it in that way, with having the windows, without losing them, without resoldering them, because they are just there. If somebody can do, please message me, I want to see. Okay, good. I put the CPU here. I take the NAND. Was a long reball because of these 3 missing points. I just had to use a little bit more flux and to flow one more time. But it's okay for me if things like this happen from time to time. Yesterday I did A11 without things like that, but they can happen, okay? So now that's just a big NAND. And I just want to clean it. So I do. So cleaned completely. Don't need to use solder wick or things like that. I just did it in that way. And now we can just do a reball of the NAND, copy the data from the EEPROM, soldering it back. Oh, we got the right stencil. Get the paste in. Lift it. Blast it. And we are done. So now we can just solder it back. So one time the NAND, after that I just copy the data. Oh, I could unbind the NAND for Wi-Fi. Oh, I could unbind the NAND for Wi-Fi. Unbind success. Okay. Put it down here. Yeah, it's the right board. And you see the NAND is sitting down, and now I copy the logic ROM data. Now I just need to copy the logic ROM data. Need the right module for the iPhone 7. Here, that module. I hope the video doesn't lag too hard, because I see now it's already lagging on the PC. Okay, detect logic, reading, read complete, throw it away, burn, endure, and write is complete in about 1 second. Okay, we are done. So now we can just get down the CPU. And again, I want to take a photo because it looks amazing. Okay, for now, checking for dirt. One point of dirt I see directly here. Then just getting down some flux. Okay, then getting in the CPU, right position. You have to see it with your eyes. Okay, and then just solder it down. See, when I kick it, it comes back. Okay, it sits. Right position, right way. Waiting a short time. After that, I put it into the exhaust of my dust absorber to cooling down. Then I will have a look for the value at power supply. Wait, I have to see if it's a boot. And this is a boot, I think. Just have to take... Oh, what was that? Take a screen. Yeah! So I just want to show to you on hands. So here our board with missing baseband, and we got an apple. Perhaps we have to do an update. Sometimes it's necessary to do that. Normally I had to scream, boom, back to life again, baby. But I do so many swaps. You can't imagine how many swaps I do. Okay, but at moment I'm just asking myself why the customer mails in the phone for data rescue, but could be the data rescue screen. Could be the data rescue screen. I have to talk to the customer now. What the heck? Because you saw, I just took the NAND, I took the CPU. I couldn't take the baseband because it was correct. But now I'm just asking myself why we are at the hello screen. Okay, so perhaps I had it last week one time. Same, and as I pressed the button, I came to the mode for data rescue, data recovery, things like that. So that's not my problem. The board was mailed in. Perhaps at the other shop they had already tried something. Okay, I have to talk to the customer. What's happening there? Because normally I want to scream now, boom, back to life again. Data are back. But I don't want to waste the video now. You see, it's the board which we have swapped. We have no baseband on it. We swapped it within just 30 minutes, a great time. We swapped it, okay, now I don't have a home button. We swapped it without using the wick. Did you saw me using wick once at a time? No, we swapped it with the windows, for the baseband CPU. Okay, for the CPU, we the ground windows are on the CPU. They are not lost. Okay, like normally. But now I really have to talk to the customer, because he mailed the phone in for data rescue, because other shops told him data are gone. So now I swapped the complete board, and I got before we had a stock at 30 milliamps. So I have to talk to the customer now, but I think you see, board swap iPhone 7 A10 within 30 minutes with talking much. Normally when I don't do a video with this technique I use, with my own technique, I make it better every day. I think normally it takes for me about 20 minutes to swap the board. And now when people say, why does this cost 500 pounds? You only need 20 minutes. Think how long I needed to go to that point to only need 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the video. Instead of, we got no data on it, but it's not my problem. I will call the customer now and ask him what has been done before. Perhaps another shop tried to restore the device. I don't know. I have to talk to him. But you saw iPhone 7 board swap within 30 minutes. I'm out. I wish you a nice weekend. If you want to learn things like that, our CPU modules start by January 2020 at the Bottle Repair School. If you want to learn things like that, you can easily do that at our Bottle Repair School. If you're working at the smartphone repair industry or tablet repair industry, you can join our Facebook group, Smartphone Repair Group Germany, but please answer the questions, otherwise you won't be accepted. I'm out. Boom! Back to life again, baby.